everybody, here we go. We are back at it again. This is a video late night, just flying out with my boy Money, and this is just a mission that I'm doing, a little test mission here that it's not complete, but we're gonna run some parts of it just to give it somewhat of a test to see how it is and how my mission making is. So this is July 3rd, actually probably almost July 4th everywhere, so happy July 4th to everybody. 2022, be safe, enjoy our independence, our freedom, and let's continue to work together to make this world a better place, you know what I mean? All right, so let's say hello to Money real quick, who's listening in on Discord. All right, Money, everybody can hear you, man. What's up, big dog?
Chilling. How's everybody doing?
All right, nice. Hopefully they're all well. I just wish them happy 4th of July and kind of gave them the preface of what we're doing here. I assume it I'll be 1 and you'll be 2. Is that correct?
That is affirmative, sir.
All right, big dog. Let's.
That's the new rule. Your mission, you're 1. How's that?
Yep, I like that. So I can't wait to fly your missions. Okay, you want me to walk you through the startup?
Hey, firm.
Okay, roger that. First thing I normally do is just make the parking brake is set. And now what I like to do, well, you do how you want to do it, but I know I like to kind of jump over to the co-pilot seat. It's easier to get to some of the switches over there. Actually, funny thing is, I'm so used to doing single player, I forgot I can't do that in here.
You're right. I was just going to say that too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So up top, the battery, APU, number 1 and number 2 generators to the on position. You see those switches
Check.
up? Okay, roger that. All right, from that point on, we can go with our anti-collision lights. We'll set those to daytime, and then the position lights, we'll set those to bright, as well as to flash. Then we can, on the right side overhead by the captain's side, we can get all those upper knobs turned over to bright where it says console light. And
Copy.
Left side, same type of console lights, just the right to the glare shield lights and the cockpit instrument lights. We'll get those turned over because the other 2 knobs are already kind of set. And then from there, we're going to grab the APU starter, which is just aft of the 4 switches that we turned on initially.
APU start. Got it?
Yep. To the on position. Okay, just forward of those switches in the center of the overhead, you'll see where it says air source heat start engine. Put that to APU.
Okay, I think I got the wrong one then. Because I clicked that when you told me to do the APU.
Yeah,
I did that switch.
And you can actually leave that air source heat start. You can leave it on APU. The other APU to turn the APU on. So if you look on those 4 switches we turned on initially, there's another switch that says external power that's in the off position. Right after that, you'll see a switch that says CONTR. You can click that to on. It'll say APU up there.
Got it.
Okay, roger that. Now, just aft of even that, there's the light switches. We're going to right-click to turn it to green. Just after that, kind of where the console ends and it kind of angles down, you'll see that toggle switch there. If you right-click, it'll turn the flight lights to green.
I don't see that one. Talk to me on one more time.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, if you see where you just turned the APU actually on, keep going after that, you'll see 3 toggle switches, and then past those 3 switches, you'll see another switch kind of angled right past the center console, and you'll see the 2 square lights. If you click that toggle switch, one right click, it'll turn them to green.
Got it.
Okay, roger that. Now up to our power levels and fuel sources, the 2 white white bulbed switches, you're going to right click those until they go to the DIR position.
Check.
Okay, just right in the same area where the power level's at, the left button. You want to left click that, and then you are going to right click on the handle of the left power level and bring it forward. And let me know if you remember to play that one again.
Check, got it.
Okay, roger that. Now once the NG gets to about where it's indicating 60, you know, just, you know, between the 4 and the 7, we'll start the right engine, same procedure. Should be pretty much to go now, so you can take that the right side start button and start it, and then same thing, right click the power level to the on position. Bottom center console where it says stabilizer control, there's already one on. It says auto control, it's already green on. Those 4 buttons there, turn them all on to where they all say on, and then the button right below that says boost, which is the left one right under the SAS1, turn that on.
Oh no, you have to talk me. I didn't even get the very first part of it. You have to talk me out of those.
Okay, roger that, too easy. Center console, you see where there's a green on right in the center, there's a red.
Affirm.
Okay, roger. Those 4 buttons right beneath that, you can click them all to where they all say on.
Copy.
And then on the next row, the far left one says boost. Click that one to where it says on.
Check.
Okay, now right above that panel, the lower toggle switch there that says mode, it's a rotary switch. We're going to click it 1, 2, 3, 4 times until you get information in the DED. It'll say mode delta once it's on. And
check.
And you got it in the lat long position, correct?
Affirm.
Okay, roger. Now, on the keypad that's right in that same console, bottom right, it says enter. Click that twice.
Check.
Okay, now we're just going to go ahead and select the waypoint. So bottom left 2 keys of that keypad are decrease and increase. You're going to hit increase until it says BANDL, which is just the first 5 initials of the first airport we're landing at.
Check. And for some reason my rotors are not turning.
Your propeller rotors?
Affirm.
Let's see here. Yeah, you're right, they're not turning. Okay, when you turn your 2 fuel bulbs onto the direct, the fuel sources, the white, the handles, the little balls, they got white on them?
Yeah.
And you hit start. Did the engine do anything when you hit the start?
Negative.
Okay, alright, so, let's see, so those balls are there. Are your did your power levels go into the forward position?
Affirm.
Okay, bring them, left click both of those power levels back to the position. And then again, make sure your APU source, heat source, engine source is right click down into the APU position. It'll say air source, heat source, engine. Make sure you right click that down to the APU position.
Let's check.
Okay, now try to left click the little button, the little circular button right above your power lever, and see if you start hearing the engine kind of spool up, then you want to right click that power lever. Any such luck?
That's negative.
Huh. And on your annunciator panel, at the bottom, does it say APU on, APU generator on?
I don't know where to look for that one.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah. So the
I've got engine 1 out, engine 2 out, master caution, and low rotor RPMs.
Okay. How about at the very bottom left of it, you should have an APU on, and it says APU gen on. Do you got that?
No, I don't see that
Okay.
one.
Did you, when you turned that APU switch on before, did you hear the APU like spool up?
Yeah, I can hear the APU, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make sure, what I want you to do too is even cycle the white knobs from direct back to off, both the left and right fuel sources. So those little white knobs on the power lever housing, cycle those back to off, and then click them back to where they say DIR. They're, you know, one right click back to the center position. Now another thing to look at, look up at the, make sure your 4 switches, the initial first 4 are on the on position. The only one that should be to the off or the aft position toggle switch where it says external power reset.
That's a copy.
Okay, and you got your air source, you right clicked it to APU. Okay. Okay, that's strange. Now, try to start the engine again by hitting that little circular button that says engine 1 starter. When you hover on it, just make sure it says engine 1 starter. I want to make sure you're looking at the right thing. You know which little black switches I'm talking about?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed it. I forgot about that one.
No, yeah, and that's there you go. I see your rotors on. And that's why I was like, you know what? Let me just go through this methodically, because I know those 2 little suckers, those are the ones that's easy to miss. So once you get both of your engines on, let me know, then we'll continue, because there's a couple other things we got to do for our navigation purpose. And then we'll, once we get that situated, we'll get the radios on, we'll get the RWR on, and get the power levels brought up. Actually, so when you start on the annunciator panel now, you see at the bottom left where it says that, you know, you should have, it says APU on and APU generator. At the top of the annunciator panel, it'll be orange. It'll just say, it says number 1 gen and number 2 gen. You see that?
Alright, so right now it should say APU on and APU gen on right now.
Okay, that's what you got on, right?
Apron.
Okay, now at the very top of that annunciator panel, do you have the 2 orange number 1 gen and number 2 gen at the top?
That's a negative.
Okay, did you push your power levers forward already, all the way?
Apron.
Okay, that's why. Okay, normally we let both engines stabilize and spool up, and you let the starter indicator go off. But the reason why you don't is because your power levels are all the way forward right now. That which is okay.
Copy that. So do I turn off the heat source?
Yes. Yeah. So what you'll do now, you'll put the heat source back in the neutral position, or you can put it on the engine. It doesn't matter. That would be used for other things like you know, bleed air if it needed to be on the engine. You can leave it neutral; it should still operate fine. Then on the top, where there's 4 toggle switches are, you got battery, APU number 1, generator number 2. You can go ahead and turn the APU generator off, and then you can turn the APU itself off with the toggle switch that says CONDR off and on.
Check.
Then on your annunciator panel, the only thing that should be there should be the actual green indicator that the parking brake is still on.
I don't have any indicators on the annunciator panel at this time.
Okay, rule of thumb for this helicopter, I want you, do you know where the parking brake lever is at?
Negative.
Okay, parking brake lever, lower center console. Look just after that, you'll see the little parking brake knob. It'll be down for you because it's not on. You'll see, do you see that? So the center console, just where it ends between those 2 little boxes, you'll see the handle right there. It says parking brake.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, in order to set this parking brake, you have to hold both of your toe brakes on your rudder pedals, then you click it, and it should come up.
You know what? I don't have toe brakes set on this shit.
Okay, well don't worry about it. This one you don't really need to worry about the parking brake, because she's not going to move like some of the other birds. But yeah, we'll get your toe brakes situated last time. Okay, now center console, the very bottom left toggle switch. It'll be the switch closest to the co-pilot side. You're going to click that, right click it to on.
There's a fuel pump boost control, number 1. Is that it?
No, it's going to say power. Just says power on and off. So the very bottom left of the center bottom console down.
Check.
Okay, yeah, and that's for the RWR. So now look at your RWR right underneath your green engine gauges, and you should see a couple of green lines on there indicating boats. Okay, perfect. Okay, now On your right next to your HSI, do you see where it says mode select? It'll say Doppler GPS, VOR, ILS, back course, FM home. You got some green switches that say norm, PLT, norm, ADF.
Affirm.
Okay, I want you to click left click Doppler GPS on.
Check.
And then right above that, where it says heading, nav, alt, I want you to click nav to on.
Check.
Okay, look at your HSI now. That should have came alive, and you should have the mileage about 84.9 from here.
Affirm.
Okay, roger that. Stand by, because I added the last FARP in there, so let me just verify something really quick.
Copy.
Okay, yep. Okay, I got it. So we'll go to waypoint 3, Bando. I'll take off. We'll get on our way there. There's just a few more things to do. So, okay, where you turned on the RWR switch at the bottom left, I want you to go up 1, 2, 3 panels. You'll see another set of keypads. You see that?
Affirm.
Okay, the bottom left rotary knob, click it once, you'll see everything go to zeros, then click it again to where it says 3000.
Check.
Now there's one, the same kind of that same radio to the far right side, same position, do the same thing.
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Okay, just go to the exact opposite side, close to our side, the captain's side, and turn that one on too, same way. That bottom left rotary switch, twice to the right until the readout says 30,000.
Check.
Now, right above that, not that panel that says COM, but the other panel right above that, that bottom left rotary, right click it to where it says main, it'll come on, it'll give us a frequency of 225000.
Check.
Okay, we are ready to go. And let me cycle my rudder pedals, rudder right, rudder left. And once you get your toe brake set up, if you hit both toe brakes at the same time, it takes the parking brake down automatically. Now I need you to verify in your annunciator panel you have no lights there.
Check the lights.
Okay, roger that. Give me 1 second here. Alright guys, we are going to figure out what our call sign is here. Control YY. Actually, we need to go to the F10 menu. And we'll click on me, and we are infield 1-2, and he is infield 1-3. Okay. Okay, right now my call sign is infield 1-2. You are infield 1-3. How copy?
Copy, clear.
And I do have you visual there, so I will come up and then we'll turn off the course. On your HSI bottom, the lighter yellow indicator that's basically to the east, that's the indicator that we follow.
Copy.
Okay, the orange one, I haven't never used the orange one, but the lighter yellow one that's off to the east, that's the one that says 1, that'll be our primary nav source. Once we get to the first field, we'll go ahead and switch up our waypoints, and then we'll be good. But we'll land first for a brief moment, get the doors open, get the passengers switched out, and then get going.
Just practicing my hovers here. I've been fooling with this joystick and this helicopter for a while.
Roger that, you look good. I'll come off a little bit to my right, your left, sway that way a little bit, so I can take off on what's coming up. Alright guys, we're coming up here. And one is up.
Copy.
Okay, let's get over this first runway here and bear to the left, and we'll follow runway heading.
2.
Alright guys, we're going to follow runway heading here. So welcome aboard, guys. Thanks for hanging out again as usual. And we are rolling with El Señor Dinero, or money. There he is there. And we are rolling. Okay, we'll get just enough altitude to clear this here city directly on course, and then we'll just maintain the I'll report which altitude we'll maintain passing the city here off to the right. Let me know, brother, if I'm going too fast, like Knight Rider on you.
I think I'm gaining on you here.
Okay, right to that. I usually can get this bird up to 150. You know, pretty much that'll optimize the speed versus any other instability. But right now I'm traveling approximately about 135 knots, so I'll stick to that till you get on right off the actual get caught up.
What's your torque?
Right now, torque is at 77, and I'll leave it there.
Alright, copy that. I'm pulling 99 torque, and I'm not gaining on you for sure. I'm only doing 130.
Okay, roger that. I'll pull it back a little bit.
I close the doors just in case they modeled that shit.
Get right to that. Alright guys, we are moving right along. Let's see if we got El Señor Dinero catching up at all. Stabilize our altitude there. We're 1,000 AGL. Okay, it looks like you are caught up pretty good. How's the speed for you?
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Okay, roger that. And then what I'll do is I'll let you achieve your best speed. One of the things that I do here is I do use the stick to trimmer. That's kind of helps for you to maximize your speed with your pitch forward and your collective at the same time. Okay, and do you look at your RWR, you see those radar contacts?
Paper.
Okay, those radar contacts, that's the carrier. There is a total of 3 usable LHAs, and then there is a primary carrier in which we can spawn some F-18s off of there as well. So the F-18s off the carrier group can go to any of the target areas, including this one we're going to now in the first one. But yeah, so we got plenty. And the other target area that we flew last time with the other FARP is it's probably like 150 nautical miles. Which that one's way farther away from here, out to the southeast, or basically southeast.
Copy that.
So we're reeling in pretty good at this speed. So mission briefing as it stands now, we're taking these two UH60s. We will be going to the first field that is just 10 nautical miles or so. Maybe I'm exaggerating that. Maybe it'll be a kilometer, so it's not far. It'll be a short ride from once we get to this field to the FARP. We'll land at the FARP. We'll shut these down and we'll get into the Apaches, and then we'll get our mission briefing for those Apaches. But what I can tell you now is Joint Forces Command has identified that in this region, which we're here to support the Allied forces, that the enemies are trying to basically get a stronghold of an observation post at the top of one of the highest elevations close to the region where we're going to. We have already found out that there's been a stronghold of some tanks, enemy dismounts there. So our job will be to go and neutralize them so they can no longer conduct reconnaissance operations from that point and or advance towards Allied forces locations. Once we neutralize that one, from there we'll make a decision on what next target package will come up for us to execute our attack operations on. Alright everybody, let's do a quick flyby here and see what is Karakalaki here. Nice tight formation there with 2. Always a good pilot there. The man who knew. This is our way of fireworks show for the 4th safely, you know. I think the authorities would like that.
Right. We're being responsible here.
That's right. That's right. We're going to be doing some virtual fireworks.
Tell the kids you ain't seen shit till you seen a tank turret cook off.
That's right. That's right. All right. On course there, pretty much directly to the east. That was my fault. I should indicate it coming to the right a little bit, but I know you're slightly trouble. I did a nice flyby, so nice formation line there. So when we just kind of cruise here, looking over some of the mission briefing, coming right slightly. She likes to come to the left a little bit. Once we get into the Apaches on the mission briefing, we're going to take off pretty much with the combat mix of Hellfires and rockets is what we've been given an order from. However, we will need to take off and get some altitude, so we'll take straight off. And then we will perform a U basically and head back, gaining altitude, and then finally we'll make another 90-degree turn and climb over the mountain system in which the FARP sits right under. And then from there we have pretty much we got that whole way until we get to the target area. We'll be climbing because the targets are basically at the top of the mountain, attempting to establish their LPOP.
Copy that.
Rules of engagement will be once we clear the first system, we'll fence in and go hot, at which point we'll fly formation until we get approximately 10 nautical miles from the target area, and then we'll do a combat split, and I'll give direction from that point. What I'll probably do is I'll have you engage the targets first, and I'll provide overwatch. And just as a reminder, hovering here because of the altitude and our weight, until we lighten up some of the load by discharging weapons and burning some fuel, hovering will not be a possibility.
Copy that.
And is that best speed forward? If you can get more speed, I'll let you get the speed, then I can catch up. But if that's your best speed forward, then we can just keep this.
No, was it like 82 here?
Okay, roger that. So if you want to maybe cruise it, push it up to about 95 with a collective and pitch forward and see how much speed you can get to maintain level flight. I got you low there. Let me know when you've got to your top speed, because I can probably catch up to whatever top speed you can get to.
I'm still hitting like 125 right now.
Yeah, it's funny because I just pitch forward a little bit and reset my trims, and looks like I'll be catching you here, so but that's alright. We just got a little bit more faster speed, so we've only got 44 kilometers to go, so that's not too bad.
Copy that. We're slowly making us way to 130 here, but I'm having a little time controlling it.
Okay,
Do I need to come right some here?
Yeah, if you see here, I'll come right a little bit too. Yeah, if you look at that that yellow one, we'll just keep that centered up in the top heading line on the HSI. Okay, we'll keep the visual on him.
Copy that.
Just so you know, there is a dog and pony show going on when we land at the first location. There will be a few civilians observing, a few politicians from the foreign government observing our touchdown to switch over the troops. So we'll be landing in a very sensitive area, so we'll land very professionally. Be there, we're planning to be there, stop for about 3 to 4 minutes to offload, get the new personnel on, get them briefed, and take off to the FARP, where once we land there, our jobs as Blackhawk pilots will be done, and infield 1-2 and infield 1-3 will change call signs to whatever they assign us for our Apache attack.
Copy.
Once we get to this field, we will also, upon getting to the landing area, we're going to fly over the runway. I'll get a clearance with the ATC, and then we'll land at the ramp where the dignitaries are at. I'll have you land first. Well, actually, I'll land first. I think you land better than me, and then you can come touchdown next. We'll get the doors open, and what we got to do to get the passengers and the personnel offloaded.
Copy.
And I want us to talk some sense to each other. I promise I'll try not to get too close. You know our problem.
Copy that.
Oh my goodness. And George better be acting right today. That's all I know, big dog.
You know what? He was really messing with me on the time before when I flew it. Like I flew it that mission twice today, and he was, or was it yesterday? He just would not lock targets and fire. He would come saying firing, and he wouldn't fire. So I had to keep on every time I select a missile and I wanted to fire, it would say weapon type. So I had to select missiles and then fire on myself. And he got me killed because, you know, by the time I had cycled through the stuff, I was a little bit closer than I wanted to be at. So he was really giving me a hard time.
Yeah, George is always tripping. Always tripping. Oh yeah, I ran this not earlier today, but the other day too. And remember at that one target area where you were pretty much lighting that convoy up before they left the compound? You know, you were. That's when my Apache, when my George wasn't acting right. Well, I actually flew it, and that convoy was in the city this time, and man, they were pretty feisty, and I was able to take them out. So after we do that, maybe we'll run the Apaches on that mission and get over there and take some of that off. Unless you want to get into the use the F-18s, we can do that as well. Run a mission, or the 16s. I'll let you kind of decide what you want to do.
Your mission, your one, your call.
All right, roger that. That's right, no democracy here. I forgot. Yeah, let me hold my head high.
That's right.
He's silly.
Nah, I like to just go with the flow. You know, we can get all the aircraft in.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, I forgot. It's 4th of July weekend, man. Chitty chitty bang bang, baby.
That's right. Godspeed.
Yeah, Godspeed. Where's Leo at when we need him?
I was watching this stream the other day. I think it was yesterday or day before. He was streaming some X-Plane.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it because I was asleep at work. But then the next day I talked to him, I saw he was flying like the 752 or something like that. I mean a 757 200. What I meant to say. All right, let's see here, guys. What it's Bandar Ling. Bandar Ling. This is infield 1-2, two ship Blackhawks inbound, requesting clearance for landing on the ramp. Alright, we're going to come right a little bit here, and we will just skirt over the smallest portion of this first mountain here, maintaining present altitude. And once I get the airport in sight, I'll take the lead, which I already know I am now, and fly runway heading until the ramp, and then touchdown on the ramp. Trust me, the school bus driving here is going to be pretty done soon, and then we're going to get into some action, because the flight over to the first target area ought to just be interested in keeping altitude.
Hey, this isn't just school bus stuff. This is at least public transportation.
Right. My man, you are absolutely right, man. And as government servants, we got a job to do, baby.
That's right. People got to get where they're going. It's our job to get them there.
You got that right. And hey, even if it was school bus driving, I like driving the school bus, so it's all good. Low key when I was a kid, man.
Hey, as long as you don't make me drive the short bus, I'm good.
You know that. Hey, if you were driving the short bus, I'd be on the short bus with you, big dog. You know we ain't got no sense, or at least our wives probably think that anyway. They probably think we belong on the short bus.
Right.
Low key as a kid, man, I remember when I was growing up in Alaska, man, I used to want to be a school bus driver. That's when my dreams were on the lower end of what I could achieve.
You know what? It's funny because I was actually considering driving a bus at one point. I just ended up not doing that.
Yeah, I used to have my Class B and passenger classification when I used to work on when I first got out of the Army. I worked for Motor Coach Industries, and I was supposed to be a supervisor, but by the time I onboarded, the interim supervisor kept on. So I used to work on them, but then I'd moonlight, and I'd do runs every night. I'd run a bus from Long Beach area to Las Vegas. So that was pretty fun, man, having passengers on there. And, you know, you feel like you're a captain again, man. You get on a little loud horn and let them know about the stops, and, you know, you turn the lights down, they start watching their movie, and you just cruising, man.
Nice.
Yeah, all until you get the needy passengers, though. I need this, I need that.
It's negative. This bus ain't stopping.
You ain't lying. Right, that's a negative.
Better hold it. Better hold it. You gotta hold it.
Right, well, I had a bathroom on there, but if the air is too cold, or this or that, the other, my seat doesn't recline as far as I would like it to go, you know, that type of thing.
Okay. Hold on, let me get the spare seat for you out of the back.
Right, where's my ejection seat when I needed it?
Right.
All right.
Just go through these double doors right here. Watch your step.
Right, how about don't even watch your step, just get out. Alright, one does have the, we got 9.5 kilometers. I do have the field in sight. I'll begin the approach.
2.
And just so you know, it'll be on the eastern, but yeah, you probably see the ramp once we get over the ramp. It's all the way up on the east of the field, on the south side there.
Copy that. Yeah, I'll get all old school cracker on them. These boots was made for walking.
Right? And watch out, because these boots gonna walk all over you. Okay, start my initial approach, slowing speed down. Alright guys, we are on initial approach, or final approach, but for a helicopter I consider this initial approach. Actually, I forgot you don't have toe brakes. We were going to come to a little taxi onto the ramp, so we've been given approval to fly off center or off of the runway direct to our landing zone, so you can just follow my lead here. I forgot you don't have toe brakes.
Copy that. I can do an air hover though. Like an air taxi.
That's okay. We've been given approval. We'll go straight in. And if you can notice there, we have the C5 Galaxy right there, just in the ramp area. So we'll be parking just to the right of that, actually.
2.
Yeah, we'll give the dignitaries there what they want to see. The choppers come in right in front of them. So I forgot that we got the high-level dignitaries. We want to keep up international relations since we're letting them use their country for staging our military operations to continue our peace enforcement of the region.
Copy that. Will be on best behavior.
Right? That's kind of hard for me and you, but we'll try.
You like permission to buzz the tower?
Right. And even if they say the pattern is full, we're going to pull the Maverick on them. The Latino Mavericks.
Right. Turn on the loudspeaker and be like, ha 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 ha.
Right. Now that truly would be funny. Okay, one will take the right, the more rider open area, and then you can come in, you know, and park to the left side of me and get my doors open. We'll start disembarking personnel that's getting off here at this location, and then we'll get those going to the FARP, and then, man, we're about to start blowing some stuff up, big dog.
Ready.
Oh, I know you are. I know you love that Apache like me, so we're gonna get it done. Oh yeah, and I see, just as advisement, careful, right off our nose there's a C-130 Hercules. I'll come to the right as close as to these light poles as possible, and we should have plenty of room.
2.
Alright folks, we're going to go ahead and touch down here and get these folks disembarked. Folks. Just almost to our touchdown, trying to make enough room for money to land next to us, and we'll get these passengers disembarked and get on our way. Of course, I got my number one supporter here, my wife, giving me pressure on this landing. Nice and easy. As far as possible for him. Get right in front of these dignitaries, and we'll bring her down right here. Alright, let's ease up to him a little bit. Alright folks, welcome to the airfield here. Let's get our parking brake open.
Alright, so you're going to land to the left of you here?
Yeah, wherever you would like to, wherever you got enough room there.
Okay, perfect.
he is coming in, and we'll go ahead and get our doors open. He is looking good. Very, very nice. Yes, very nice, very nice. Alright, we've got our doors open here. It'll just be a few more seconds to switch out the personnel. And, okay, so here's it's open too. And we'll get the personnel disembarked here shortly. Look at them, look at them. Billions.
Did I hear engage hostile targets as they appear?
Real, right? Only if I figured you like a little eye candy too, so you know I know you like your Oscars. Even though I put these ones a little too close, as you can see, I needed this because I did this for a long time ago. I forgot to switch them out. Look how close the propellers are; they're almost overlapping.
It's all right.
All right, we can go ahead and close our doors up. Okay, roger that. We are now, go to your navigational console in the middle and the lower console and increase it to mission waypoint 7. Let me know when you got that. It should be approximately 32 kilometers from our current location.
Sure.
Okay, we have been given approval to lift off, and it looks like I have enough clearance. So plan is I'm going to come up and turn direct to our heading, which looks like it's right at about 35 degrees for 32.7 kilometers.
Sure.
Alright guys, park and brake off. Doors are closed. Fuel levels look good. I'll proceed slow, let you get up in the air so we can apply formation. There?
Hey, firm.
Okay, roger that. You make it up?
Hey, firm. I'm in trail on here.
Okay, roger that. I'll slow down a little bit. Which kind of work anyway. We'll get a little altitude here. We got a little bit of a terrain obstacle in front of us. us on our 6 o'clock. Back in the bird. Let's get a different... Oh, I forgot. What I like about the single player is that you can switch positions in the helicopter to the co-pilot side or to the gunner side, left or right. But in this instance, we're not able to do that because it's a multiplayer situation here.
Coming up on your right side.
1. Awesome flyby there, guys. Very nice formation flying there, senor.
Muchas gracias.
Oh, de nada, sabe. And Viper FARP base, this is infield 1-2, accompanied by infield 1-3, 2 ship UH60s inbound for final stop for Viper FARP base. Okay, we're getting our clearance. Okay, so we'll get here, we'll shut them down, basically reverse procedures. As soon as we touch down, we want to get the APU turned on along with the APU generator, which is that switch right next to the battery. We don't need to worry about the heat source. Once we get the generator on, it's on the annunciator panel, we can go ahead and do the reverse order. We'll bring the power levers all the way back, of course, and deactivate them with the left click. Then we can get the white fuel knobs off, both into the opposition. And this doesn't have a rotor brake, so we'll just have to let the speed bleed naturally, but we can still continue with the shutdown.
Copy.
And once we get them all shut down, we'll spawn the 2 Apaches here, and I'll probably spawn in first, and then make sure I'm in, just so I don't know how, I haven't spawned 2 here at this point yet. So hopefully they spawn in the right places and don't land right off the him and fuel trucks.
Copy that.
We're going to get past this first little mountain here, and then that larger mountain there that we see sits in front of us. That's the one we initially pretty much have to get up and get altitude as we depart, and get over that one. And then the target area is an even higher mountain system, so another high altitude flying, but not as challenging as yours. It'll be right through another valley just like this as we make our approach, so we'll have to be careful as well.
Copy.
Okay, I'm coming right here a little bit to get directly on course. So we'll be coming right for another about 20 degrees here.
Yep.
And report is basically the winds are basically out of the east southeast, so we'll probably be making a landing parallel to the mountain system, probably nose facing to the east, just FYI.
Copy that.
Alright guys, 14 kilometers, and I do have the fob in sight. Okay, there'll be 3 Mueller trucks at this location, I believe. I'll go ahead and take the center field truck, and you can land either left or right, whichever one you would like.
Copy.
folks. It's always an interesting day in the office here. Come right here slightly.
Apron?
I know, kind of. I've seen it once before. I was flying out here on a test mission. I know. I was like, wait a minute, he hasn't been over here. You can see when it's clearly the stops out of place there at the base of the mountain.
Yeah, I got a visual on.
I know you did, Eagle Eye. I know you did. Okay, one is making the initial approach here.
2.
Guys, we're about 3 kilometers out. Guys, just trying to straighten up on the center truck here. Gotta come to the left here. I'm coming a little bit fast. So here she goes. are down. Looks like he's going to come into that location. Good enough for government work. Let's get on his aircraft here. Let's watch him from this perspective. He's looking good. He's almost going to be down, guys. Very nice, very nice. I didn't want to get no pressure, but all eyes were definitely on you.
Well, thanks.
I figured if I would tell you, you're like, no, but nice parallel. And you can see right there at your truck too, you got the fueler guys there ready to hook us up. So you want me to walk us through the shutdown, or you got it?
Yeah, give me a talk through it.
Okay, roger that. So go ahead and let's start our APU. Which of course is that switch that says CONTR just aft the 5 toggle switches there.
Check.
Okay, now what you want to do is make sure you get your APU generator back on. So right next to your battery, go ahead and bring that forward. Good to go there?
Check.
Okay, roger that. Now let's bring our power levers all the way back to the idle position. Okay, and once you get it back to the idle position, you can just hover over each lever and left click it, and it'll click to the off position, and then from there take your 2 white circled fuel levers there, left click them to the off position, and then up front console right next to your HSI and PFD, go ahead and turn the nav off, Doppler GPS off, go ahead and turn your main radio off. Radio just south of that on the other side of the console. That radio, take all your stabilator control switches, take them from on to off, excluding the top. You should just have one left on, which is the auto control. Take your navigation console where it's on the Latin launch and left click it all the way till that is off. Bottom left console, turn your RWR off, and let me know when you're there, and then we'll finish the last little piece up.
Good. There.
Okay, roger that. Now that that's happening, what we can do is up top center console where it says generators, number 1 and number 2 left click, so those go into the off position. From that point, your lights on the co-pilot side, you can take them and turn them back to steady for the position lights and to the off position. Also, there your rotary knobs, glare shield lights. Why don't you go ahead and turn that off, and cockpit instrument lights. And on the right side, closest to us, on the upper where it says console lights, go ahead and turn those all off. And then from that point on, you can turn the APU generator off, turn the APU off, and turn the battery off. And she'll be shut down. You can get the doors open. Wow, I saw yours. Did you find a rotor brake somewhere in there?
No, as soon as I pulled the power levers back and did everything, it just came to a quick stop.
Oh wow, cool. Hey, that works too. I looked over. I was like, wow, his props. I'm like, maybe he's being quiet over there. Maybe he knows where the rotor brake is at. Because usually in the real Blackhawk, the rotor brake is right over the pilot in command on the right side. We were at above the head. It's like a little lever that you pull down every now and then to brake it like that. It's a little bit different than the Apache, where they actually have a mechanism for the rotor brake.
No, when I put the as soon as I put the white knobs back to off, man, they just
Oh, you know what too? You probably have a more updated Blackhawk than I do. I think that's why since I've had this one, I never really updated it. So I don't know if you updated it to the latest version of the UH60. That could be it too.
Oh, could be, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll have to update to that one and get that, but it seems like everything else works good. Alright, so now the fun begins, senor. Let's go ahead and spawn into our Apaches. So I'll select the role, and this one, which should be, let me see here. Okay, yeah, FARP 2 all the way at the bottom. I'll go ahead and spawn into the first one here, and I'll let you know when I'm in, just so we don't spawn into each other. Alright guys, so we are definitely spawning into our Apache now for an attack on the first target. Just let it load up here. It's funny, it looks like we're in water initially until all the textures load in. What I've noticed too, the Apache is a little bit more demanding on all of the resources. I think it's a little bit of a heavier mod than per se like the Blackhawk and a few other ones. As you can see, it's taken a minute to load in all the textures, but it'll load in. So hopefully this loads in fairly quick. Okay, you probably, did you go ahead and load? You can probably try to load in now. Just mine was just taking a minute.
Copy that.
I'm curious to see where it's going to spawn you. This one spawned me in front of the HIMMET versus behind it where we just landed. So, oh, and okay, yeah, crashed right into me. So, it spawned right into me.
Holy crap.
Okay.
Yeah, we're taking off. Look at that.
Right.
We're going vertical here.
That's funny.
I mean, we're about to go into orbit, it looks like. Oh no, I'm coming back down now.
Okay, I spawned into the bottom fourth one. I'll spawn into that one and then see maybe if you spawn on the top one, if that works out. If it does it again, what I'll do is I'll just start up really quick and slide off to the side and see if that works, because this one literally spawned me in the same spot right in front of that HIMMET. So I'm in, you try to spawn in whichever one you think's the furthest away from me and see what it does.
All right, spawning in now. So when you place them, do you just put the four aircraft together?
Yeah, that's what it's doing. We're right on each other. Yeah, so it did the same thing. So what I'll do is yep, we're going up in orbit again. Yeah, so maybe I need to fix that.
Okay, so you know what I do when I'm placing, I get the four aircraft, and it kind of just puts them in a line, right? A line of four.
Right.
So what I do is once you got to go by the main one. So the main one you put in position, and then you can actually individually move each one where you want it to be at.
Wow, I did not do that. That's okay. So you probably have to spawn out if you already have it, since my flight is delayed to start. So this is probably way.
All right, I'm out.
Okay, let me pick another slot. So it doesn't say that. So what I'll do really quick, I'll get it on really quick, and then I'll take off a little bit and slide over. And even if my thing is not situated, then I will let you know when I slid over a little bit so you can spawn in.
All right, copy. Let me tell you what, I'm going to use the restroom real quick while you're starting up there.
Perfect.
All right, be right back.
Okay, roger that. All right, so this is look, you can see that's where we blew up over there. That's too funny. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get this on and popping. No need to delay anything. We'll get the door closed here. And that's just an issue where how we load up the aircraft into the mission. So lesson learned on that one, guys. I tell you, I don't play Minecraft, but if I did, this would be the only version of Minecraft that I would play, because this is actually where you get to pretty much design your whole mission. Alright, let's get the squelches neutralized here. And right away, let's get our engine started so that he comes back. It doesn't take us too long. Okay, let's go ahead and introduce fuel there. We'll go bore sight, I-heads. Alright, let's go ahead and start the left engine. As you can see, she's coming up here. Turn the I-heads off momentarily so you guys can see what's crack-a-lacking. Alright, bring that up. Let's get it onto the engine systems here. We want this to get below 60. In the meantime, let's go back here and we want to change it from kilometers to nautical miles, which is easier for me, as well as we'll come over here to our weapons system. We want to get the radar, utility, RWR on, utility back, ASC, and of course we are going to switch the channel to Bravo so that we are not firing on the same laser code. We get that to TADS, and now we can go back to the aircraft, to the engine system, and just see where that's at. In the meantime, we're going to end up taking off before we get to carry here, but which is fine. That's just going to be, we're just going to probably hover off a little bit and land on the other side so we can watch him spawn. Alright guys, everything else we are looking good. Pretty much nothing else that we need to wait on except this to get about to 60, and we'll be ready to go. We already have a mix of Hellfire as well as rockets, which the rockets is also the combat mix. And if we really wanted to, we're just also waiting for this aircraft to align its Doppler. You can see right here it's still doing its situation, so no big deal. We're close enough. We're about, as soon as I hit 60, we're good to go for the power levers. Just kind of hovering. There we go. Bring our power levers up, of course.
Rotor RPM low.
Get our I-heads back on. And let's go ahead and get our APU off. And we'll cycle right, left. And, of course, toe tap and off. And up we come. are down. Ooh, you gotta watch out on this thing in that uneven terrain. You will get a mix up there. So we're definitely down. We can.
All right, I see you're out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in.
Okay, roger that, and we'll do our little bathroom breakdown where you spawn in. Alright guys, so we're gonna do a bathroom break. We'll wait to see him spawn in. Yeah, you can't be on any rudder or anything.
Since my flight's delayed.
Okay, switch to it. Try to switch to a different one because I'm definitely away from where you're gonna spawn. So just switch to a different one and it should let you in. Boom, gotcha.
Right there.
Roger that. Alright, we'll take our break. Just let you know all the cameras are on you watching the startup procedure, so have fun with that.
Copy that.
Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, folks, I'll be right back momentarily. You guys enjoy watching this props and everything come up. folks, we're back. Sorry, I thought the mic was on. Alright, 2-1 comms check. Funniest thing was I was talking to you, but my mic was still muted. Okay, you are Chevy 14 and I am Chevy 12. Viper forward operating base, Chevy 12 and Chevy 14. Gunship Apaches ×2 requesting immediate departure onto the mission. Okay, so just to let you know, I have switched everything over to the Bravo channel, so you can just fire on channel A. And what we'll do is we'll take off here to the east, and then we'll do a nice little turn out basically to the south, back around to the west, up and over the hill to the north.
2.
And waypoints 1 and 2 are basically on top of each other at the target area, and then waypoint 3 indicates the return here to our current location.
Copy that.
Alright folks, let's get it in. Okay, 1 is coming up. Okay, so we'll be right here at about 87% to take off. 1. And you know, the Blackhawk is a little bit, easier to fly than this Apache, that's for sure. You got to be very delicate in how you operate this thing here. Okay, gonna start my turn off to the south and then back to the west for our altitude climb here. Okay, we'll be initiating the right turn approximately to a heading of 340.
3402.
Did an awesome flyby, nice formation flying on this right turn here.
Yeah, so I did the same thing right now.
Yeah, but now this will be recorded video. You get to watch it again in this one. I did it too on the initial when we took off. We were headed east, and then we started our turn to the south. I got one too. It wasn't as quiet as in sync as this last one, but it was pretty dope. climbing this hill, we gotta watch our torque here. Pretty aggressive climb here.
Yeah.
I told you. Excuse me, guys. Now, probably just clearing this last mountain here, you can clearly see where the waypoint 1 indicator is. So our threat is exactly at the top of that mountain. So we're going to just continue our climb over this valley here.
Copy that.
I'm pretty aggressive right now. I'm at about 91 on the torque here. Okay, we are past the first terrain as scheduled. Let's go ahead and fence in if you already have it. Okay, I reduced it back to about, we'll stick to about 85 on the torque. Stay in green. Yeah, the way back will just be so light, you know, we should be missing all of our weapons as well as burn some fuel, so coming back should be much more enjoyable. Should be like a roller coaster on the way down, big dog.
Copy that.
Hey, just don't throw both your hands up because we're still gonna fly this thing.
Right.
Whee! Right, I was just thinking the same thing. Man, the last time I went on a roller coaster, I think it was when I was late 30s. Maybe when I was 40 already, but I don't know. But I remember being in like a wooden coaster, and that thing, you don't realize how much those things jolt you around until you get some body aches.
Yeah, I got on the, what is it, Space Mountain probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Man, that shit hurt my body, man.
I bet it did. You get off there feeling like you got hit by a truck or something. Like, man, what happened?
I tried to be cool, actually, like I was a fighter pilot blowing G's and shit, but my body was like, man, fuck that. You ain't got a G suit on, goddammit.
For real, man. Man, that joint right there will wake you up and make you act your age.
It sure will.
Hey, man, but we still young, man. We still 25 and ready for the world, baby.
Yeah, I try to tell my mind tries to tell me that every day, but every once in a while, actually, it ain't even every once in a while now. It's more often than not, my body's like, yeah, fuck you 51, bitch.
Right? Like, don't even play no games with me.
You can believe them lies if you want, but I'm gonna show you right now. Ouch!
Right. And then even if you like, man, you go to bed feeling good, man, you can wake up with just a random ailment. You're like, man, where the hell did this come from?
Yeah, for real. Like you're just a slight little wrong sleep or whatever. You wake up hurting more than you was when you went to bed.
You ain't lying, man. Like you got in a fight with the bed while you was asleep.
I don't know. Sometimes I think my wife be socking me up while I'm asleep.
Hey, I was about to say that. That's when they take out all the aggression. Oh, you didn't take the crash out as quick as I told you to. Bam.
Oh, so you probably don't get hit as hard. She'd be like, I told you to take out the trash, motherfucker, and you didn't. See?
Right? Dropping bombs on you, man. Years ago, I woke up and my my right temple was hurting. And according to the doctors, there's not much right there. It's like a pressure point or whatever. I looked at my wife. I'm like, I know you elbowed me while I was asleep, did you? She's like,
right.
Alright, we got about 10 nautical miles. This is where we can go ahead and do our tactical spread. I even can see the, if you look at the top of the mountain, you can see some of the enemy targets there right off the bat. So what I'll do, let's see, you are off to my right, so yeah, I'll spread a little bit out to the west here, to the west of the target, and I'm gonna let you, I'll provide overwatch, and as you're lulling on the fire, I may get one or two off, but I'm gonna let you go hog wild on them first. And the reports that there are some mechanized armored vehicles there, along with some dismounts. So let's just be on the lookout for man pads and anything else.
Copy that.
So rules of engagement at this point: weapons free. Test the target area. There are no friendlies reported in the area, so assume that all contacts on the top of this ridge here are most certainly threats.
2.
Happy hunting. Okay guys, so we're going spread here, and right next to that diamond over there is the target area, so we're going to come kind of a little bit.
Alright, I'm picking up some infantry here.
Okay, roger that. Weapons free.
We're still definitely out of range outside of, we're still 7.5 away here.
Yeah, roger that. Probably need to get around between 4 to 3 nautical miles, start getting some good returns.
Slaving. That'll be slaved. Laser on.
And I have targeted a tank as my first one. I got it locked in, but I'll hold off until you engage those infantries and see what type of damage you're going to inflict.
Copy that.
Right where that target is, which is our target acquisition source for our gunner, which let's see if we can get some video stuff going on here. There we go, and that's going to show you guys what he is looking at. So let's cease and desist with our ascent here, and we'll start bringing that speed back. We are only 5 out, so let's go ahead and arrest some of that speed as well.
Alright, starting to get a range count down here, 5 miles out.
1. And I'll be pulling back at speed, so I'm at 5.6, so I'll pull back the speed and keep my approach hopefully to about 50 knots or so, 50 or 40. That'll give me a pretty time to stay right here. I'm at Angel 7.9, almost 8, and I'll provide you overwatch, brother.
Copy, I'm Angels 9.3 here, slowing down.
Roger that, I'm slowing down.
Rifle.
Roger. Alright guys, let's watch this target area here and see what we get.
Can be advised, I do have a significant amount of infantry on the top of the mountain. Looks like they're dispersed pretty good there.
Roger that.
Rifle IFB.
Roger that.
Rifle.
1. Slowing down here, guys, but just making sure we don't come to a hover, which is too heavy. Might have to dump some of these rounds off here. Let's kill George and then get back up to wall up this area again. And we'll pick that tank again.
Rifle. I'm inside of 4,500 meters now. I'm going to be making a turn to the east here.
Okay, roger that. Smart call. I'm about 3.2 nautical miles out. I do have a tank. I'll go ahead and try to engage that once George gives me a lock. A little windy up here, guys. Probably too because we're going a little slower. And rifle.
Shit, got a missile launch,
That's me, rifle.
Oh, copy.
At least we know your RWR is working.
Lasers off. Target destroyed.
Yeah, I'll get one more off and I'll come off target.
Copy that.
And empty slave. Blazing.
Rifle. Let's see if we can take a look at this screen here and see if we get a good hit.
Copy. Choose extended south.
One.
Lasers off. Target destroyed.
Okay, good hit. Okay, we'll be turning off to the northwest here. We're getting a little close to the target area. Okay, you can see all those fire bombs down there. We got quite a bit of targets there.
Copy that. Turning back in here.
Okay, roger that. Happy hunting. I'll just be turning back out and then I'll turn back in as well. Yeah, you see that how they're trying to obviously establish a little LPOP at that top ridge to cover that valley, which is smart of them. Until they should have realized we're big enough satellite. not the sharpest tools in the shed, huh?
Nope. Rifle.
One, and I am turned off southbound. I'll let you know when I'm turning back northbound, so just watch yourself.
Two.
But you probably drop a little bit more, a few missiles, then hovering will be a possibility, so we might have to be able to find a sweet spot and dump our loads. I am going to, since we have some infantry, I'll probably do some rocket attacks as well. I'm going to try to neutralize as many of those tanks as possible so that we can potentially have opportunity to dump all of our weapons before we RTB.
Copy, rifle.
Are you on the north side of the target area, or are you still on the south side?
Still on the south side.
Okay, roger that. I was just looking for you. Maybe you're higher than I think you are.
Rifle. Alright, I'm inside of 4,200 now. Meters coming right east here.
Okay, one, we're turning back to the east, and then I'll be continuing that back to the north, and I'll get some more tanks cleaned up for us.
Copy, and I think I've turned too hard. I don't think the last one hit properly.
Oh, maybe turned off a little earlier before George kept his waves on there?
Yeah, I think I was turning a little bit too sharp there.
Okay, roger that, no worries. Happens.
Alright, turning back south here.
Okay, roger that, just passing through 80 degrees all the way back to the north. As soon as I acquire a target, I'll indicate rifle.
Two. And be advised, 2 has 1 Hellfire left and rocket pods guns.
Okay, roger that. Okay, I got an infantry fighting vehicle all slated in here. I'll go ahead and engage him.
2.
Rifle.
2.
Longer shot, so it may take just...
Lasers
okay,
on.
there we go. We got a good explosion there.
And deslaving. Laser on.
Rifle.
2.
doing pretty good, only about 3 miles out, so we'll take some more shots.
Lasers off.
Okay, good
Target
hit.
destroyed. And empty slave. Laser on.
Alright, 2 setting back west.
Rifle.
Copy.
I have 3 Hellfires left. I'm still about 2-8 miles out. I'll get one more off and turn around and dump the rest. And then, if you want me to, before you go in and do anything else, I can cover you if you want to do a rocket attack or something.
Lasers off. Target destroyed. Slaving. Deslaving. Blazing.
Rifle. On the screen there. 2.2 nautical miles out.
Lasers off.
Good
Target
hit.
destroyed.
We can get one more off here.
And empty slave. Blazing.
Rifle. After this rifle, I'll be turning off back to the west. Back to the
Copy.
south.
Lasers off. Target destroyed.
Okay,
You're
turn
getting
back up.
real close there.
Yeah, roger that. I'm turning off. I just couldn't help it, but you know how greedy we get, so thanks for keeping me honest here. So there are tanks and BMPs out there, just to be, so that we probably do got some tow missiles that can get us, so.
Copy that. Rifle. Did you fire?
Negative, so launch your flares. Yeah, I had to bust them off too.
Shit, I don't know. I see two Hellfires in the air.
Are those both yours?
No, I only had one. I don't know what happened to the other one.
Man, oh, you know, yeah, maybe it was mine. Maybe I don't know how it fired. I didn't hit the trigger, but yeah, I'm Winchester on Hellfires myself. You want to do any rocket runs, or what do you want to do? You want to see if we can get close enough to do some rocket runs? Maybe. I'm thinking the best way to do it. Those tanks are more to the west, so if we fly out to the east a little bit and make a western approach, maybe you can get some of that infantry with those rockets. What do you think?
Yeah, copy that. I'm slaved on some infantry now. I'm heading 031, and I'm about to turn in for a rocket attack here.
Okay, roger that. Right now I'm out 157 degrees out basically to the southeast, and I'll turn around so I can cover you, and then after you're done with your rockets, I'll do them too. Just be careful getting close. Rockets, we should be able to get them at about 2 nautical miles with a good hit or so, hopefully. And you do have a mix of rockets on this one, if you noticed.
Yeah, I switched them out.
Okay, you switch yours out. Okay, roger that. I forgot to switch mine out.
All right, turning back in.
All right, one. Happy hunting. All right, guys, come here and get our. Let's see. Where's our rockets? Okay, that was them. Okay, we got rockets there. All right, let's stabilize our helicopter here. We picked up some speed there, of course. Alright, stabilize there. Okay, we need to do our manual, turn our range there, and let's get our rocket
breaking off here.
Okay, roger that. Any joy on any targets?
Yeah, I killed quite a few of them here.
Nice. Okay, one is turning back in for a rocket hit.
Yeah, I think I got two rockets left here.
Wow, you dumped a bunch. It's so easy to just keep dumping those rockets, ain't it?
Yeah, well, I was just trying to spread them out, so I was kind of wiggling and just shooting them all over the place since the troops were so dispersed.
Yeah, roger that. One is reporting 2.5 in the field, so we can be over here as long as we get rid of all our weapons.
Yeah, copy. I went to 70, so I'm at 1.7 on the fuel here.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, I took off. That's why I had to get a little bit more room for the takeoff, because I went with 100% fuel. Okay, I'm definitely nice and east of the target area, so I'm going to turn to the north now and then get a little altitude and make my attack to the westbound and try to not get too close to those tanks. And
All right, copy that. I'm gonna turn back in and just let off my last 2 rockets here.
Okay, roger that. Careful. I'm 6.3 nautical miles from the target here. That's how far I went out, so I'm turning back in now. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get some altitude here. We'll slow the bird down a little bit by pitching up so that we don't have to work as hard to get altitude, because we were cruising pretty fast there. I do have you visual. Looks like you're coming from the north side, headed south now.
Yeah, copy that. Ooh, I got one anyway. All right.
That's because you're a professional, Papa.
Oh, I did a little bit of a gun run there.
Oh, you got some guns off.
Yeah. Well, I had a tank laser, but I just had 2 rockets, so I just squeezed those off real quick, and then came slicked the target and tried to get George to fire, but he wasn't hitting. So then I kept on shooting him on my own, and I think I hit one more guy.
Roger that.
So I'm actually up to like what, 36 ground units now.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what we got, guys. Wow, 7 to 36.
And, 2's clear of the area, heading eastbound 090, extending out. Gonna get some altitude so I can cover you here, and Winchester rocket and Hellfire 238 on the round count for the cannon.
Okay, roger that, roger that. Just hold off on shooting any save your ammo, just in case I need you to come lay a suppressive fire for me to get out of there. And then after that, when we're Winchester everything, we can cover each other, maybe on another gun run before we RTB.
2.
Alright guys, we'll just get a little bit more altitude before we turn in here.
And slaving. Deslaving.
Still a lot of targets up there too.
Laser on.
Copy that.
Definitely probably have to RTB and come back with some all Hellfires.
2.
Or either that, we can take off from the carrier and use the F-18, whichever one you want.
Your call.
Okay, roger that. We'll figure that out here shortly. I'm making my run in. Visual travel eastbound.
Copy. Turning back in behind you here.
Okay, we're turning off. We got a few folks destroyed, but not much for as many rockets that I dumped off. But got one little infantry destroyed, not as much as I would like to.
Copy that. Alright, making a quick run with guns here.
Roger that.
On the IFB.
Okay, roger that. Happy hunt.
Yeah, that's going to be no effects here on.
Yeah, roger that. That's how I felt too. I'm like, man, no effect. except one little soldier dead. I lit that area up too, right? I popped some infantry and just dumped a bunch off of that area. But I got 6 more rockets of the different variations, so I'll dump those off here in a second.
Copy that. Round count is now 208 and fuel 1.6.
Okay, roger that. Full on cannons, 300, 6 rockets left. Fuel is reporting at 2.4. Turning back into the target area 2.
2. Would be nice to have 1,200 rounds.
Come on, Wags. Come on. It would be nice. We'd be doing a lot more damage.
Right.
But being the constant professionals we are, we got to work with what we got.
Well, we're not doing too bad here.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I definitely think with this, we can probably bring some 18s. We'll go back RTB, bring some 18s back, and have some fun. You know, just pummel the area with some bombs.
Copy that.
Alright, I'm turning back to the target area 3.6. I'm going to dump off the rest of these rockets, and then we can... how many rounds you got left?
208.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I'm done dumping these rockets, why don't you come in for another gun run?
Yeah, copy that. I'm going to try something a little sneaky here.
Roger that.
And slaving. Empty slave.
It's either going to work out real well, or I'm not going to have to RTB to get into the Hornet.
Roger that. I'm attacking the target now.
Copy, I have Overwatch on you.
Okay, I'm going to cross, I'm going to keep kind of heading southbound and turn my head to the left and see if I can get some targets. I haven't gotten any love on those rockets, I don't.
Copy that. You are right on top of the target area here.
Roger that, I'm keeping my eye out. There. And we're 233 on the round count. I think I'll RTB with that because there's no sense in getting closer and getting blown out the sky.
Oh, yes, there is.
I assume when you're about to do your risque daredevil, are you going to come from a high altitude and dive bomb with your weapons?
We still have an infantry down there.
Yeah, no, roger that. Are you? What's your tactic there? Are you going to? You said you're going to do a sneak attack. Are you initiating that already?
If I'm getting into position for that here.
Right. My man said he's getting in position. Hopefully it works, man. Good luck.
It just depends. I see one vehicle on the ridge that may pose a problem here.
All right. Well, I got your letter ready.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, you know I enjoy being a good lead. For a minute there, I thought you was gonna have to use my letter as close as I was getting with that gun run.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to get down a little bit farther here and see if I can get underneath the vehicles on the ridge line here.
Roger that. You currently on the north side or the south side?
I am on the north side heading southbound at this time.
Okay, roger that. I'm scanning for you. You got a visual on me?
Negative. I'm padlocked on the target in front of me here.
Okay, roger that. I'm at a heading of 205, just passing right over the mountain system. I got them at my basically 3 o'clock. The target area is off at 3 o'clock.
Copy that. Copy that. Wish me luck here. It's either going to go real good or real bad.
Good luck. I'm trying to watch the target. I'm trying to keep my eye on it.
Holy shit. All right.
I do have good views on the target area. I don't see anything shooting out thus far.
Taking a lot of fire here.
Oh, I see it now. You got they're shooting at me too. I see them. All right. Yep, they are definitely a angry hornet's nest. That's for sure.
But I did damage a BMP and I killed 2 more infantry units out there.
Nice. Yeah, I see the smoke. I think they were probably shooting at you, but I'm about 2 miles away. I'm 2.5 miles away. They were probably shooting.
Yeah, they were. I flew over the hornet's nest. I was real low, and the BMP started shooting at me. I took a few rounds, and then the infantry started shooting at me. I was able to damage the BMP and then kill the troops, but as I had to pass over the area, all the rest of the vehicles started firing at me there.
Roger that. Roger that. I was like, man, he done definitely lit up the hornet's nest. All right, let's go ahead and RTB.
2.
I am already on the south side. I boxed in waypoint 3, 17.7 nautical miles until we touch down.
Yeah, copy that out. Oh, there it goes. There goes the BMP. Finally, just blew up there.
Nice. You did some serious damage there. That's what I like.
No guts, no glory, right?
You got that right. Hey, like Rambo said in that one Rambo where he was in like Burma, he said, "I'd rather die for something than live for nothing."
Right.
I heard you saying that as you're going in your brain.
I didn't say that, but I said, man, it's gonna. I'm either gonna look real good for the stream or real bad for the stream.
Well, you look good. You made it, man. And I was just getting ready to say, hey, man, these guys aren't even shooting. They must be asleep at the wheel until you went right to the hornet's nest.
All right, so I do have engine out here, adjusting power.
Okay, so they did take a little bit of hits, huh?
Oh, I took a lot of hits.
Okay, roger that. Let me know what you're looking at in altitude. There is a possibility that there's a little break in this mountain system where it's lower if you need to kind of go around, or a lower part. But if you can keep, about 6,000, we can progressively descend over that other mountain. I'm going to stay about right here because I know we're going to be landing to the east, so we'll need to get down that mountain system and have enough time to lose altitude. You don't have to have a visual on me, do you?
Let's see. Yeah, I got you. I'm probably about 2 miles behind you at your 7 o'clock below.
Okay, roger that.
Alright, I think I got everything stabilized out here.
There he is. He's right here, guys. Okay, roger that. I do have you low. Are you able to climb at all or no?
I don't think that's going to be a possibility at this time here, but stand by.
Okay, roger that. Well, let me know. You can go around the mountain system there to the left. It'll be quite a journey to go around it to the left. Yeah, let me know what your capabilities are, because if you want to go off to the west, that looks a little bit more challenging. And I knew it would be. That's the only thing about getting damaged on this mission. Otherwise, if you want to set down, I can pick you up, unless you think you can make it.
Right now, I'm looking right here. Showing, for some reason, you said waypoint 3 is our, what do you call it? Our, where we're heading to?
Yeah, correct. Waypoint 3 is back where we came from, which is, even if you just get over that mountain system right now, since we're flying perpendicular, as soon as you get out over it, I got a pretty good look at where you're at. So let's say you cross that mountain system. As soon as you cross it, it's pretty much going to be right to your 10 o'clock.
Alright, I copy that. Yeah, I can't pull up waypoint 3. I don't know if I took damage on it, but I have it showing direct and distances going away from me here.
Okay, yeah, it probably messed up your nav system there. What's your plan on getting over this terrain here? Now, the terrain, what's your current angels?
I'm at 3.7.
If you can get up to about 4, this next mountain system, I think, is about 4. I'm ahead of you. I'll tell you what it is. And you can slowly now maybe pull back on your speed, pitch up a little bit so you can get more collective for a climb. That's going to be your best bet, because once you get over the top of this, it's all going to be a descent anyway.
Copy that. I'm feeling out the engine power. Okay, so looks like engine 2 came back up, even though it's saying it's out. And I'm holding at about 3,800 feet here at about 114. So I'm probably going to make the mountain here.
Okay, roger that. I got a visual on you still low and behind me back there. Yeah, I think if you just start your slow ascent now, you should, and I'm going to get over the top of the mountain here at a higher point than you, so if you kind of keep your course, the point you're going to pass over might be a little lower, and I'll tell you what I'm passing it at. That'll be your target goal, because I think I'm still in front of you quite a bit. I'm kicking out about 133 knots.
Yeah, copy that. I'm at about 116 here. It looks like I have enough altitude already to make the pass here.
Okay, roger that. That sounds good.
And I'm not going to do anything else to just upset the engine balance here. I got my torque back in my second engine, and I'm at 101 on the NR here.
All right, roger that. I'm going to go ahead and get over the mountain system and land. I won't shut down just in case something goes wrong. I'll stand by. Yeah, because I think at this base all we have on the parking line was Apache, so I'm the best you got anyway.
Copy that.
Yeah, the Blackhawks returned back to the some other pilots took the Blackhawks back, so they're not at the FARP at all.
Partying with fucking George and shit, huh?
Yeah, yeah, and all his cousins. All right, guys. Wow, it's demanding that we keep armed, which is funny. Or let's see, maybe because we still have, yeah, I can't believe it. Oh, that's a glitch.
Alright, so it looks like I've got plenty of altitude to clear the mountains here, so it won't be a factor. And got a visual on you, so I'm going to be following you in, because I cannot pull up the waypoint for the FARP.
Okay, yeah, roger that. Yeah, again, once we get over here, you'll see it once you get up, you know, over the pass. You may be a little bit lower. I'm at 5'9" right now, so I got a little bit of a vantage point. But yeah, pretty much once I get over, you're going to do a turn to the east, and you won't be able to miss it. One is starting a nice little descent now over this mountain system. And if you come over where I'm coming at, it'll give you plenty of time to get down to a good altitude so that you can just be already turned to the east, landing into the wind.
Alright, copy that here. Instruments are playing tricks on me here. It says I'm descending with the carrot, but I'm in a climb here with my ASL is going up here.
Sounds like you're having a bunch of fun back there. That's what that sounds like.
Just a little bit. At least I can say I made it and I killed some shit.
Yeah, your numbers are higher than mine, that's for sure. So good job on that one.
Well, I think that was because I went in with the rocket pass there.
Well, either way, man, that's why we got teamwork. I think we still did a good job on Overwatch. Got a little closer than we should have, but that's how we operate. Well, you got closer intentionally, so there's that. It wasn't as this time. It didn't come as a mistake. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Which that's usually our story. Alright, I do have the FARP inside. I'm going ahead and making my turn out to the east.
Alright, copy that visual on the FARP.
Okay, roger that. See, you don't need no stinking instrumentation.
That's right. Seat of the pants flying here.
That's right, that's right. My little Latino maverick.
Órale.
Órale.
Puso los frenos y pásame.
Yeah. So let's hope we land stably. You gotta remember, man, basically no rudder on this thing. She likes to tilt with any type of torque variation, especially on uneven pavement or uneven landing surfaces. So we gotta be cognizant of that for sure.
Go back and tell him, God damn it, you couldn't have killed George and left my waypoint shit working.
Right? That's more important. Alright, a little squirrely here, but we'll get her down. I'll tell you, this is a lot different than the Blackhawk.
That will be landing north to south, so just in case I need to overshoot my landing spot a little bit, I don't run into the refuelers here.
Yeah, roger that. I hate it. Well, we must have landed on some uneven terrain. We still messed up our helicopter, unfortunately. It's crazy. It was nice and slow, and she just tilted over to the right.
Yeah, every once in a while you get that. It's like something just stuck under the ground or something, and it just rolls you.
Yeah, and part of it is, these things, these ones are super unstable on, landing on. Which I don't think is realistic on this slightly uneven terrain. It exaggerates it. So anyway, not such a good landing on our part, but the bird is still alive, which is a good thing.
Hydraulic.
Alright, copy that. I'm heading south downwind here. About to turn for final approach.
Roger that. Good luck. Alright guys, so we kind of messed up our bird a little bit, chopped our blades off, but we didn't crash, which is still an unfortunate landing. Okay, not the best landing at all, but see how it's, no wonder it, see, look at the terrain. It's kind of canted ever so slightly to the right, so you know, you almost need a lot of it. It was a soft touchdown, but it just, you know, and the brakes were off, so it should have rolled a little bit instead of, it was just, I don't know if that's realistic, but we'll just say it's pilot error. We're on him now. No pressure spectating you. You're looking good. He'll probably have better too, because how the terrain is tilted. He's actually going to be landing nicely. Yeah, he's going to land nice. He's coming in pretty nice. Definitely not the easiest to land, that's for sure. Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, that was very nice. And I bet yours wanted to tilt to the right a little bit too. I see you're kind of on an angle. But
No, it didn't. It didn't actually tilt.
Yeah, well, it's nice. It was a nice smooth land. I knew it was going to be the way you were coming in. Yeah, mine was pretty good. I was lined up, man. As soon as I touched down, nice and easy, she just banked over to the right. I was like, oh, come on.
Oh, you know why? Because it looks like you're landed on a forward incline, so you're actually, the terrain's going down in front of you, and that is a little bit more difficult because the tail wheel comes down first, and then if you have any kind of bank or whatever, it'll kind of grab the helicopter and turn you a little bit.
Right. Well, the good thing is we didn't crash and die. We just messed our rotor up, so we got to talk to command about that. Great job. Obviously, we're shut down. Why don't you go ahead and shut down, and then we can come back in the 18s and finish this work up over here.
Copy that.
I mean, we can take a little break in between then, but I'm going to go ahead and spawn up on the deck now while you're shutting down. Or you don't even have to shut down because I'm going to be in there, and I'll let you know when to spawn down so you can get into yours as well.
Copy that. I'm almost shut down here.
Roger that. Out here. It's closed out. All right, so let's go ahead and.
Yeah, I thought that landing was going to be way worse because my torque was, you know, if I was able to kind of adjust for flight, the throttle and the collective, but any kind of pitch change or speed increase, all of a sudden they started separating real bad for the individual torques there.
Yeah. When I finally started spectating, you look really good coming in. Trying to let it load in a little bit more, then I'll let you know. You should be fine now. See if you can spawn in on the carrier.
I'm in.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I got you right next to me, which is cool.
Alright, let me swap out my controls here.
Okay, roger that. Take your time. Alright, guys, so center tank, we'll just tank one bag there on pylon 5. And let's see where we're going to put the pod at.
Alright, I am ready to go.
At flare. Okay, roger that. You got the digital gray camo, right? The camo gray digital?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to switch to the camo gray digital for delivery. And take what you like. I'm putting one bag on station 5.
Well, I'm going no bag here.
Hey, you the man. What do you think about taking over there?
I'm taking eight of the what do you call it? The GBU 38s.
Okay, roger that.
Alright, starting up here.
Okay, roger that. We're doing the same over here. I got 4 J-Sows and 4 GBU-38s with my X-rays, AIM-9 X-rays on 9 and 1 bag.
Request rearming.
Copy that. I left my AMRAMs off here just in case. Needed a little bit extra. Need to be a little bit lighter for the fuel.
Oh, right. Yep. Roger that. Makes sense.
Rearming complete.
Alright. Stand by before I start. I'll be right back. Just hit the tree really quick.
Copy.
Right. Back. About to start it up.
Roll up.
Trying to adjust the volume so they
Flight
weren't too
controls.
high.
Flight controls.
Alright. Get these bad boys up. And let's go ahead and arm that while we're at it. Let's cycle the bleed air. Bleed air is cycled. Let's go ahead and start the left side. Okay, we're throwing in fuel there. Let's get our console lights turned up as well. Stored heading, let's do bingo at about 3,000. Let's get our flight controls recentered, reset. Center that, as well as get our oxygen on. And it's a pretty heavy load, so let's stab up to about 15. Okay, 15 is looking good there. We can also get our HMD on. Come back, do a nice little bit test here. While that's going on, let's get our IFF on. Data link on. TACAN is going to be 10 X-ray on. Okay, we'll stop that. We'll come here. One more click, HMD align. Line is okay. Get our countermeasures on, of course. Boom. Bypass. See, anti-skid. Parking brake is still on. Let's get Chief to remove the wheel chocks.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Okay, we're almost ready. Don't forget to remove your wheel chocks, brother.
Wheel chocks are now removed.
2.
Okay, we're going to wait for this to say okay, which it does. We'll go over to in-flight alignment. And we got the FLIR on, radar standby, boom, 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 that is all good. Let's see here, let's box in. Okay, we are gonna box in waypoint 7, even that's the IP for, but that's the actual target area for the location we were just at. It'll be waypoint 7, so go ahead and box that in. This ship, even though it's mislabeled as tanker, it is actually 10 X-ray, so if you want to put 10 X-ray on the TACAN, as well as the ICLS is also on channel 10.
Copy that.
And I'm pretty much ready to go over here. Everything else we can pretty much get done in the air, get fenced in, and get our weapons all warmed up.
Copy 2's ready.
Okay, roger that. Once you taxi out, go to catapult 2. I'll take cat 1. Clear to taxi.
2.
Get our nose wheel steering on, of course. And let's get our brake off. Taxi light on. And we'll just get our EW page up just to be on the safe side. We do have a tanker on here as well. However, it's probably going to be closer to come back to the boat too, so we'll probably just come back on land on the carrier.
Copy that.
Get this landing light out of his face. Alright, you can see he's going on over to link up.
Alright, 2's ready.
Okay, roger that. We're doing our flight control sweep now. And the loot's been given, brother. See you in the sky.
Affirm.
Okay, roger that. I'm going to go ahead and start making my left turn. Looks like to basically a northern heading here.
2.
And the target area is really close. It's only 55 out.
Copy that.
Carrier must have been in a good position for us too, so that was cool. Okay, I'm bringing the speed back to maybe about 350 so you can catch up wherever you're at.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I cut you off here on the turn.
Okay, roger that. Okay, I do have you visual. I see you sliding in. Okay, as soon as you get in position, we'll go ahead and start our climb up to 10,000.
2.
Okay, I see you there. Let's go ahead and pitch up to 5 degrees, and we'll try to keep 350 on the speed. I'll increase to 350. Coming right just a little bit to get on course. And once you get a chance, go ahead and fence in and arm up your weapon of choice. I think we'll take GBU 38s right off the bat, so we'll just bomb them and see what's left over.
Copy that.
Ground. Let's arm that shaft. Do 2 flare, 2 repeat, mode and go to manual. There we go. Okay, 37 miles to go. Nice flying there, partner.
Yes, sir.
Boy, even though we come from farther away, it sure is nice getting over here quicker.
Right.
Much nicer, right?
Yeah, but then we only got 8 bombs, so.
Right, yeah, but those will probably do a lot more damage than what we had before. Just because they're all kind of centralized in that area.
That is true.
Alright, we are fully fenced in. We're at about 10.4 on the altitude, so we're going to go ahead and level out here. And I'll start searching for the target here in a second with my flare pod so that we can get some mark points and do what we got to do. See if they're still pissed off from me last time when you started with the Hornet's Nest. Okay, you can go ahead and do your tactical spread. Let's spread out now, line abreast, and let's start picking our targets out.
2. And 2's pushing up the throttle here. I'm going to be climbing up to like about 18,000 here.
Yeah, roger that. That's what I'm going to do too. I'm going to get a little more altitude so we can get some higher level bombing here. God, this looks kind of masked by a cloud a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just going through that myself here.
But over the area it looks good, so even if we have to approach from a different angle, we'll be able to get it right now, masked by dumb cloud, yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to be going for the targets on the right side, east side of the group here.
Hey, roger, and I'll take the other side, of course.
Alright, 2's weapons ready, master arm on, air to ground mode.
Alright, roger that. Weapons free whenever you're ready.
Copy, turn it back into the target area. Alright, leveling it out at 18,000. I don't have a visual on you, so I'm actually turned back into like 350 here.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, I'm at the Angel 16. I got 9.6 miles to the target, and it's pretty much right off my nose.
And 2 is Pickle 4.
Okay, firm. Okay, I'll stay here at about Angel 16, and I pass over the target area, and I'll come back to him.
Alright, copy that, and looks like I might have had 1 or 2 bombs, no effect. Targets did start moving upon attack here.
Okay, roger that.
Now we'll be extending to the north here, about 10 miles.
Okay, roger that. Doing the same. I've already passed over the target. I'm on a basically 000 heading. And you're in front of me. I do have you on my essay page, so you're definitely in front of me. You're probably
Yeah, copy that.
right at my 1 o'clock. Alright guys, we dropped down a little bit lower than we want to. Let's get back.
Alright, turning back in here.
1, happy hunting. And 1 reporting 10.4 on the field. How you doing on field?
2 is 8.2.
Roger, that's pretty good. Probably, what did you, I see you coming, you just went across my 12 o'clock. I see you now at my 1 o'clock, pretty good. I should be at about your 3 o'clock, well, about 2 o'clock now, 3 o'clock low. You're passing right by me now. Got me visual?
Negative.
Right
Okay.
off.
Oh, yeah, copy visual.
Okay, roger that. Just wanted to make sure you're clear. I'm turning back into.
Alright, and I'm going to do just 1 bomb at a time here, so that if they start moving, I don't waste any weapons here.
Roger that.
Pickle 1.
Okay, I got your smoke. Okay, we got some away. Should see something dropping over there. Got about 3 away.
Copy that. Looks like I accidentally dropped my gear and broke my front landing gear door there.
Roger, we got 1 BMP destroyed, and looks like 1 landed, and we got some infantry destroyed there. So we had some good hits there. So wow, you're gonna have to eject either way it comes, huh?
No, I'm still flying. I got the gear up, but it's what do you call it? When I put them back up, the front gear door ripped off.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we got a bunch of infantry there, so we're up to 13 ground targets now. You got 42, so we're looking good here. No, what I was saying is on your return to the carrier, you're probably just going to have to come back and eject.
Oh, no, I'll be able to land still.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. The gear is kind of messed up, but you'll still be able to get it down, in other words.
I'm pretty sure that just well, you know what? Yeah, the front gear door ripped off.
Oh, okay, I got you. Your gear is exposed, in other words.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can take a look at his.
All right, I'm turning back in. 16 miles out of target area.
I just spectated your plane. It looked like, I mean, from my angle, it looked like your door looked good. It looked like your gear was up and it was sealed with a door.
I know for sure it's on. I'm getting the constant warning from the, what do you call it here?
Got you. Did you get it the whole ride over there?
No, just now when I came off my pass, I don't know, somehow I accidentally hit the what do you call it? The
the landing gear button. It's all good, man. No matter how damaged you are, you always seem to make it back. So even last time, my copter was good. I still landed and then tilted to the right. You landed all professional, so you're good to go.
And you know what? My bombs are not coming off now, I think, due to this.
Oh yeah, landing gear problems. It won't. Man, that sucks. All right, I'm gonna do another pass and try to get a few more off. You got guns?
Let me check here.
I mean, it may null and void all of your weapon systems because of that problem.
Yeah, still got guns here.
Nice.
All right, time to get down and dirty here.
Your favorite.
I'll make a low pass on them without firing just to piss them off first.
Roger that.
You know what I'm going for right here.
You got it.
And I am taking some fire. Weapon is not working properly here.
Okay, Pickle. That was my last GBU 38, so we'll see what we get.
Yeah, copy that. My gun reticle is way off here.
Okay, roger that. I just have 4 more J cells. I'll try to get them all off at one pass so we can just RTB.
And be advised, one is does have a fuel leak here.
And the plot thickens. Okay, that bomb was no effect. So you're just, why don't you RTB now? You just go back.
Yeah, copy that. I'm lining up for one more pass, get rid of all the guns here, and I will be RTB. I'm down below 3.8, 3.7, 3.6 here. It's going to be a problem.
Ooh, yeah, you're losing a lot of fuel. You ain't going to make it back to the boat. It got you. Was it you think when it ripped off your landing gear, or it wasn't that low pass that got you?
No, I think they dinged me on the low.
Ay, caray. Alright. J-Sows are ready. TOO instant. Let's step it over. TOO instant. Boom. Step it back over, and we're ready to go. We're still doing really good on fuel.
I got 48 miles to go. I'm down to 1,750 pounds here. Definitely not going to make it here.
Roger that. Looks like you need some Blackhawk support from somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. At this rate, I don't even think I'm going to make feet wet here.
Can you? Hey, there's that Bandalet, that place where those dignitaries were at. Can you make it there?
I would need a waypoint.
No waypoint. You probably have to use the F10 map.
And what base was that?
It's Bandelier. It's the one closest to the little area that we. It's where we landed at, closest to where we took off from that FARP.
Yeah, it looks like I may be taking that. That here, I think, is off the nose here.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, if you can make that, I'll even land over there once I get here, so we can be in the same area. If you can make it.
Down to 1,200 pounds here. Alright, so the fuel leak has slowed here. I'm at 1,100 pounds here, 1,100 pounds.
Okay, roger that. Magnum, we got one away. I couldn't lock as many up as I wanted to last time because there was a stupid cloud in my way towards the end.
Yeah, there was a good cloud cover, almost perfectly protecting him there from the couple of the shots I wanted to take.
Right, keeps it interesting, right?
Yep.
Let's get on this one, guys. Hopefully we get a good hit. That one looked like he was maybe already blown up. That was a good hit, but he looked like he was already tore up. Yeah, on this next one, there's a little bit of clouds here. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down below those clouds at about 9,000 because I got J-Souths now anyway. So I'll try to get 4 or the last 3 off and then depart out of the combat area here.
Copy that.
How you looking as far as making it to that airfield?
Alright, I lost visual on the airfield. I'm 27 out of carrier here, and I'm at 950 pounds. I'm trying for the carrier here.
Okay, roger that. I hope you make it, brother. I hope you make it.
Alright, do have a visual on the carrier, 20 miles out.
Roger, how you doing on fuel?
800 pounds.
You'll make it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be, I've got enough for one,
One attempt.
yeah.
Well, the good thing is, I mean, you know, they know you're damaged. You were doing combat operations, so even if you get close, they can get a rescue swim route to you, which is a good thing.
Are there two carriers out here?
There's an LHA. There's only one actual carrier for us, for these F-18s, but then there is an LHA. So there you'll see, you know, you'll see the LHA in tow of the carrier.
Alright, copy that.
Ah, stupid clouds. Let's see if we can get away from this dumb cloud here. Ah, come on.
Alright, fuel flow has stabilized here. I'm at idle descending, so looks like I got enough for one good pass, and if not, I'll probably be able to line up to be eject alongside the ship here.
Roger that. Looks like most of these guys are pretty much wasted. Oh, here goes one here. We can definitely mark. And one here. We can definitely mark. Let's come over here so they don't get us. So 6 and 7 will work for us. I hear it. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, my speed brake is also on my on the joystick. It's the same button as the on the throttle for my speed brake. So every time I click the speed brakes open, it opens the mic up.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, I'm at 800 pounds of fuel, 3.5 miles from the carrier here.
Roger that. I know you got it. I know you got it.
Looking ugly here, looking ugly.
Wonder where my J cells. Oh, air to ground came off.
Two is down.
Nice. few more off. We'll see if they hit. Hey, good job, brother.
I just didn't see which wire I hit. Looks pretty solid though.
Hey, at least you hit one.
Right.
Yeah, looks like this one's going low.
I still got 680 pounds. Wasn't even close.
See, you made it. That's what I'm talking about. Good thing it wasn't too far away.
Yeah.
Alright, last J-Saw away. Hopefully we get a good hit of this one. Last one's, I don't know what happened. It went out of air to ground mode for whatever reason. So 2 of them were horrible, horrible ones. But I'm going to go ahead and turn away and come back home.
Copy that.
Yeah, we're doing a good 7,000 pounds of fuel, so we're going to be coming home.
I don't know. I don't think the JSL I'm looking at is going to make it where it's going here.
Yeah, it looked like it's dropping out. I don't know why it did that, man. I had it marked up. Maybe, yeah, it's horrible.
No, it's trying to come back up now.
Oh,
It's doing a
oh,
pop
nice.
up there. Okay. Went
Well,
to missed
went
by
to
a little bit.
Yeah,
there.
missed by a little. But that one already looked destroyed. In the FLIR, it looked like it was good, but I guess it was destroyed. Oh well. Anyway, we're Winchester. We're inbound. We got the tanker at 44 miles, and I got enough fuel, man. I'm at 6,000 pounds. Hauling tail over there.
Say again.
I said I'm at basically 6.2 on the fuel, hauling tail over there.
Copy that.
Yeah, probably after I land this on the carrier, I'll go ahead and land and stop the stream. And we can take a little break if you still want to keep flying.
No, it's almost through. You'll probably call it here.
Okay, roger that.
That's some good stuff. At least nobody died today, right?
Let me get to the carrier first, and then we'll say yeah to that.
Well, let me hit record then if you're feeling like that.
Gotta record, gotta record.
I have to. You got me on the stream there, so.
Yeah, but you're looking
Pulling
like a
it up.
champ. I'm the
Yeah,
only one
but
that messed the one up.
Yeah, but I lowered my gear like a dumbass.
I'll take that. Well, I landed on that uneven terrain and all that and messed up the chopper blades. Alright, we're 25 out.
Copy that. I gotta find out the key damn key command again for the LSO platform.
Is it... Oh, I don't remember it, yeah. See, I think it's Shift F2 or maybe Shift F9, something like that. I don't really remember, to be honest.
Oh, I don't know if something crashed or what here.
Like something crashed on the deck, or is there something going on with the sim?
DCS just crashed.
Who crashed?
My DCS just crashed.
Oh wow. Well, hey,
Altitude.
at least you got there.
Altitude.
That was real weird. The DCS usually doesn't crash for me. I haven't had a DCS crash in a long time.
Right, I know, man. It always happens like that. Okay, I'm 15 miles from the tanker anyway, so looks like you're not going to be recording me, Holmes.
Oh, I'm coming back in. What you talking about?
I knew he was going to say that.
You'd be like George Lopez when you're coming in, be like, watch out, watch out.
Right, right. Like, are you going to land or not? You know,
Right.
You know, the Mexican, that's not even Puerto Rican, but that's the Mexican way, or not. That's what my wife asked me to come and eat. Yeah, are you gonna eat or not?
My wife's favorite is, babe, I'm making some eggs or something. Did you want some? I'm like, yeah, I'll take some. She's like, of course she wants some.
Exactly. I don't even know why to ask us, man. They know we're gonna want some of them goods.
Right? I'm like, why are you asking if you don't want to make it? Well, I'm just trying to be nice and offer. I didn't think you'd say yes.
Right. That's that fake question. That's that fake question. They know they want us to say yes.
It's funny because I seen her cooking on Saturday. She was making some food and she had made an extra burger, and I wanted the burger, and I seen it there, and I'm like, I'm not gonna ask for it. And she's like, babe, you want another burger? There's one here. I'm like, no. She goes, you want another burger? But she didn't tell me she made the other burger. She just asked me if I wanted another one. I'm like, no, I'm good. And then she's like, you can see her face. Well, it's here. I made it already. Oh, okay. Well, if you made it already, I'll take it then.
Right. Like, oh, I'll eat it anyway, but yep. I bet you chowed that thing down. That's when they're the best, man.
Yeah, she made some bomb-ass bacon cheeseburgers.
See, look at you getting me hungry. No, I'm not supposed to be eating late at night. Now I'm all hungry. I know you're going to eat a bowl of cereal before bed, aren't you?
You know what? I have to, and it's funny too because just before I came on, I was in here working earlier on some music, so I just made a little bit of adjustments to that, and then when I was done with that, I was like, should I go to bed or not? And then that's why I texted you, and then but just before I came back in here, I had a bowl of cereal already.
For real, man. I had some pork chops my wife made. They were actually from yesterday when I came back from the range, but I only ended up eating one. Then I had something else to eat. So, alright, I got the carrier. I'm in the pattern here. I'm about to hit the brake and then get this bad boy down. Still got 4.6 on the fuel. Alright, there's the carrier.
Alright, I am in the LSO platform, and I am recording, sir.
Roger that. No pressure here at all.
Let me see if I can give you the right guidance this time here. Last time I had you go in the opposite direction.
Hey, don't feel bad. Leo did too.
Oh, did he?
Yep. Okay.
I mean, it should be easy. I think it just should be, if you're off to the right, it's right, and if you're off to the left, it's left, because it's just reverse, you know?
Right. With my little method, I'm usually pretty good to get on the carrier, so I've been pretty successful with it lately, so Usually come in just a little slightly lower, but the ILS for me works really good on this thing. Okay, making our base turn. It's down and confirm. Okay, we're making our turn to final, good sir.
Cover that.
Should have us now.
Copy. You need to come up and left here.
Roger that.
And you're crossing way too far back. Come right. You're way off.
Right on the ILS. I'm just gonna
Far
follow the I'm gonna follow the ILS, and I'm pretty good with the ILS.
Copy. You're way right. Way right. I can't tell how far out you are. Alright, real high, real right. Alright, looking good, coming back online up here. A little high. Need to come left. Alright, still high, very high. Slightly, you're lined up pretty good here.
Alright, waved off there. Bolter.
Well, it looks like you were going to hit that one. You were not. By the time you got real close to the deck, you were almost right on the cross there.
Yeah, Roger. Problem was is that the E bracket was a little off. I kind of forced it, so that was on me. That's the only reason we didn't make it, just because the E bracket was slightly out of sync there.
Copy that.
We'll get it this go around. Yeah, and for the most part, I was a little high on the ILS, but for the most part, when you were like too far left, too far right, I was right on the ILS. You know, it kind of swings you out, and then it brings you back in. I think it was kind of delayed.
Yeah, you made the left, and you were coming back. I mean, you were basically cutting back across the ship. I could actually see the side of your aircraft there.
Right. Like, whoa, this dude's coming in perpendicular. Alright, we're getting ready to initiate our turn, and I usually get out to about 3 nautical miles. I'll initiate my turn there.
Copy that.
Okay, we're starting our turn. Left turn, base turn.
when I land, I try to aim at the superstructure when I'm coming around, and I'll line up with that first, so that by the time the boat moves over, I'm kind of lining up with the deck there.
Yeah, roger that.
Because if I go straight for the deck lineup, I always end up, boat ends up pulling away from it, and you're coming a little crooked there.
I know what you mean, man.
All right, looking good, slightly low. Lineup's looking good, still a little low. Come right slightly for lineup. A little more right for lineup. Still slightly low. And alright, you're coming in looking good here.
Roger that, right on the ILS, baby.
Little left for lineup. Alright, you're starting to fall right into the cross here. A little high, just slightly high. And right for lineup. A little more right for lineup. Alright, slightly high. And left for lineup here. Still a little high. Alright, lineup's looking good here. A little high still. A little right for lineup. A little right, a little high. Alright, you're intercepting the glide slope, and a little right, a little right. A little low, add some power. Oh no!
Saved it. That was ugly.
Yeah, when I was looking at the black camera, it was I could actually see the top of your plane there.
All right, one more go here. One more go here, baby. And that one, I was like, man, this is it right here.
It looked like it too. Then you just came a little bit, and then you started to settle a little bit just before.
I think I chopped the power slightly too early, and that's what kind of threw it off. All right, we're back in the E bracket. Everything's copacetic. We don't get any warnings here, so we're good. Other than home fuel, when we got 3,000 pounds, so we're good.
Copy that. I'm gonna leave you to your own device here to land this time.
Okay, roger that.
Bingo. Bingo.
Oh, so you hooked one
We
wire.
got it. Yeah, we got it, baby. Like I said, that ILS for me usually works really good. You know, sometimes I just get in my own head. You know how it is.
Yeah, but you know what I noticed about this shit is you can do everything the same 100 times and it's only going to come out the same 50 times. You know, the outcome is going to be the same. It seems like there's always a little bit different is going to happen, you know. For some reason, it just, I've noticed that like, before they made the super carrier, I never had any issues getting on the boat. And especially now that they started to add that little burble effect there, I find it much more difficult.
Right. Yeah, man. Well, I really appreciate you flying along. Ought to be a pretty good stream here to go back and watch. I'm going to upload it probably tonight. I'll go back and run through it, and I'll upload it tonight. It should be ready to watch the model, man.
Copy that.
It's going to do me a couple of screenshots here. Just trying to park it really quick, and then I'll fall off the end of this carrier here. That'd be nice if you could, like, you know, get into place and it shows you pushing you back and everything.
Yeah. Hopefully they get there with it.
Right? Alright, let's get landing light off.
I mean, that we even have a carrier that has fucking working ground crew is even just amazing. You know, that how they were able to model the shooter with all the hand signals pointing at everybody and the crouch and all that.
Right, and how their actual movements look, you know, not, you know, like robotic. They actually look, you know, pretty realistic.
Yeah, they really do. I think they did an excellent job on that.
I agree, brother. But yeah, man, great mission here. I'm shutting her down right now, and yeah, I'm gonna get off myself, and maybe you know, if you ain't do anything tomorrow, we can do some more damage, because there's still some other target areas that you haven't even seen on here. So maybe we'll get over there and see what we can tear up on the next one, and I'll get a, you know, I'll record it as well. Just keep recording.
Copy that. So I'll probably be gone from about maybe 6:30 to about 9:30, something like that. Going to take the kids to watch the fireworks, but I think before and after I'll definitely be available.
Oh yeah, roger that. Yeah, me too. We're going to be watching the fireworks. Probably, hopefully, if it, like I was saying, hopefully if it works out from the house, I ain't going anywhere. I'll be watching right here from the crib.
Copy that.
All right, big dog. Well, appreciate you, man, and always a pleasure to fly with you, and definitely looking forward to the next one for sure.
Yes, sir. Always a pleasure. Always, buddy.
All right, brother. Take care, man.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Laters. Hey, no load. Hey, yeah, we survived today, man. Let's just put it that way. That today's a good day for us.
Yeah, no deaths. That's all right. I'll take that every day.
Right, let me give you the final score. Oh, you left already, but you were at, like, I don't know, you probably had 50, 60, 70, you know, kills or whatever, so that's great.
Really?
I mean, I don't remember, since you're not in here. I know you had a lot.
I think it was like, I had like 36, and I think I might have got a couple more after that, so maybe 42 or something.
There you go. I had a whopping 13, but hey, we didn't die. Successful mission, carrier landing, that's all we care about.
That's right.
Alright, my G, happy 4th to you. Send my regards to the fam, and I'll hopefully talk to you tomorrow, brother.
Alright, same to you, big dog.
Alright, laters.
Late.
Alright, guys, that's going to wrap it up here. Thanks for hanging out. God bless, and happy 4th of July to each and every one of you. And we'll see you.